Shelly and Fraser Pryce, living legend and greatest of all time, the true GOAT. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. We drop a video at least once a day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit that like button. And finally, leave your comments after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, when you're ready? Yep. Good to go. To say that Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce is a living legend may actually be an understatement. Statistically, she is truly the GOAT. For those who don't understand, GOAT means greatest of all time. In fact, Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce has created so much history within the pantheon of track and field. It is almost unimaginable to speak of. Did you know that as of her win at the big competition being held in Eugene, Oregon, she became the only woman and first in recorded history to run an astounding 26 sub 10.80 second races, as well as she became the first woman to run an astounding 72 sub 11 second races. So let's examine why we here at Peter Lloyd World have decided unequivocally to name her the living legend and the greatest of all time, the true GOAT. As of her win at the major competition being held in Eugene, Oregon over the women's 100 meters ahead of the Jamaican sweep, where she won in a time of 10.67 ahead of her compatriot Sharika Jackson, who ran a new personal best of 10.73, and of course Elaine Tom-Sahara, her arch rival, who came third in a time of 10.81. Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce has won more 100-meter world champion titles than anyone else that I can think of and or speak of. Through a career that truly started in 2008, 13 years, she has won several major world championship titles, including her first in 2009 over the women's 100 meters. (2013). 2015. Then in 2019, following a break to have her child, Zion, her son, she came back into magnificence and glory once again, winning another world championship title and again creating history, becoming the first woman to have a child to cop the coveted 100-meter World Athletic Championship title. Then on Sunday, July the 16th, she did it again in Eugene, Oregon in the United States. But her brilliance extends beyond the World Championship titles. She has also won 2 individual gold medals at the coveted Olympic Games, her first being the 2008 Olympic Games, where she surprised many to cop the title of world's greatest in the Olympics over the women's 100 meter. 4 years later, at the 2012 London Olympics, Shelly Ann Fraser Pryce once again rose to the, what can you say? Rise to the occasion. She rose again to the occasion, people, and once again showed her greatness. winning the coveted title once more and proving to the world that she was truly the best of the best and no one should test. But there is so much more in the 2022 season, the ongoing 2022 season. She did something that, as far as my research tells me, no other human being has ever done. She has won 3 races thus far this year in 10.67 seconds. The first being the Cape Kenya Classic in Nairobi, Kenya. Then, of course, the Paris Diamond League. She's also ran an astounding 4 sub 10.7. You heard what I said? Sub 10.7 100-meter races in just this season alone in 2022. Again, I have been trying to see if anyone else has ever done this, but I can't. My records can't seem to locate anyone else. Of course, at the national trials in the heats, she ran that astounding 10.70 second run, which she won, of course, easily.
For the world leader, 10.67 seconds. And she ran it twice for good measure. Most recently, just this past weekend in Paris. So she's made the trip, the long flight home. She's back in the 100 meters here and already has a bye to the World Championships.
In the 100 meters.
Set.
And cleanly away, good start for Brianna Williams. Fraser Pryce also has a good start, so too Ramona Burchell. It's Fraser Pryce, Williams and Burchell. Fraser Pryce steps away and looks superb. Shelly and Fraser Pryce, 10.69. That's the flash time. That is the flash time.
Of course, her third 10.67 win was recently in Eugene, Oregon, over the women's 100-meter finals ahead of the Jamaican sweep. Then, of course, she is the third fastest recorded 100-meter runner of all time, which she did in the Diamond League last year in 2021 in a time of 10.60. Statistically and in terms of records, I could keep going on and on, but there's other things that we can speak about. The fact is, her career has lasted an astounding 13 years. 13 years as a top flight, as the top sprinter female, with the only challenger being, of course, Elaine Thompson-Herah, is unheard of and pretty much unprecedented. Even the great Flo Jo's career did not last. I don't even think it lasted 3 or 4 years. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be insolent. I mean, Flo Jo is an amazing athlete. Elaine Thompson-Herah had shone really for about 4 years in truth. So 13 years is unimaginable, and that alone makes it legendary. As well as all these wins. I mean, 2 personal gold medals in the Olympic Games, 5 personal gold medals in the World Championships, 1 after having a child. 72 sub 11 second runs, 26, count them, 26 sub 10.80 100-meter runs. Plus, in 1 year, 4 sub 10.70 runs. Not to mention that in the last 2 years of her life, between the ages of 34 and 35, she has ran 10.63, 10.60, and 10.67. I cannot think of any other athlete on earth, including the legendary Usain Bolt, who has done this. So at this point, and you know that we're heavy here on statistics, there is no doubt in our mind that if there is truly a GOAT, and we have often said that Jamaica has two, and I mean that, and I'm not being facetious when I say that, but the truth is, the GOAT is actually Shelly and Fraser Pryce. I mean, Alistair Felix is remarkable, an amazing athlete who recently retired. Congrats and big up to her. But most of those medals are on relay teams. But to be at the top of your game, fastest in the world for 2022 at 35 years of age after 13 years with a total of 5 World Championship gold medals over the 100 meters and 2 personal 100 meter gold medals in the Olympic Games, countless silver and gold medals in the women's 4x1. I can keep going on and on. 200 meters, I can keep going on and on. This woman is undoubtedly the GOAT. She is a living legend. She is the greatest of all time. Now I concede that Flojo is the fastest woman over both 100 and 200 meters. 2 34-year-old records. And that has to be massively respected. But mere speed is not enough to make you a legend. 13 years of being at the top of your game and at being on top with very few people being able to beat you. Running your fastest times at age 34 and 35, and in track world, that's ancient. And I know a lot of you say you're offended, but you don't understand. It's actually a massive compliment that this woman is able to do this. And there's one more thing I have to say why I reference her now as the true GOAT, greatest of all time. It's simply this: whenever she loses, she finds a way to win. We're going to do a video telling you how she was able to execute that 100 meters as soon as we were able to utilize the video. We'll break it down for you the way we broke down how Shericka Jackson won that 200 meters at the national trials in that time. She is the greatest of all time. She is truly a legend. Of course, this is just my 2 cents. I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? If you disagree with me, let me know who you think is the GOAT and why. If you agree, tell me why. Remember, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button. And hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. You are greatness personified. You are our royals, kings and queens. Bless up!